call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate because you were the king. You were the king of college football. You won it all. A lot to be excited about. Palmer, now you work on the next season and repeating and all that goes with it.
And it should still be good, too, right? Because winning that first national championship brought in so many good recruits, brought in so many players through the portal. You can make an argument their roster this year is better than last year's national championship roster. So I'm excited to see what they do today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
See how the D reacts. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the
shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably
all out of space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
There he goes. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
A long way to go on fourth and goal. They want to throw it. It's complete to the left. Just excellent coverage, nowhere to go, and they don't come close to getting it in. The defense, a brick wall. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Might be calling a hot route. They'll toss it to the left. Follows a good block there. Picks up threes out to the 9.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Fires deep on the run. Makes a grab for a big play. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got his man. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Across the 15. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
I like the way this offense is ending the 1st half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far, whether it's been pass pro bad routes, bad throws. They're not getting it done right now through the air.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdown.
Turns it on down the left side. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Pulls and fires complete. He's past the 30. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick completion on the out route. He's loose on the right. Tap. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Broncos.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Calls his own number. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Floating away. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open man.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Line getting set on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Here's the pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes the heat. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They go to the ground. Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. Speeding down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, NC State!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Wells. The Broncos come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on third and short. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. hauls it in. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Now on first down from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a
throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boise State.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go back to the air on second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
That is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got his man downfield. Oh, look out on the right. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown Broncos! They look finished, but they weren't. Still fighting and we're locked up.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the 2nd half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. The Super Frog was flexing all game, too, as complete a win as they've had for some time. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. You're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And that one will give him the lead.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate and makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
Looking to throw, it's Mendez. Moving out of the pocket. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
To throw, it's Mendez. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. He caught it. ended a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in on the left. Running free. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. To the air, it's Mendez. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
That last completion sets him up on second down.
Let's get this thing started, baby.
Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires it down the seam. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office. When you're putting up over 400 yards, this defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Boise State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida Atlantic pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Owls were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The inside handoff. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Mendez. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. This quarterback part of their running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the tailback. they've got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Slams ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on third and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Bring in the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be fourth down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a fourth-quarter touchdown on fourth down. Now the play fake. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. Say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab on the right. Lots of room to run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Back to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Going over the top. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Quick completion to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him.
Touchdown, NC State! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Field goal is off the table. They have to get it in the end zone on third and goal here in overtime. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and it's a game